Want to know, where are all those go sleep on the couch husbands when they get in trouble with their wife?
What's up, YouTube, and welcome to the first episode of No Filter, No Shame, where I'm going to review content from across the web and give my honest opinion. I already know at times my opinion is going to be controversial, but hey, it's one man's opinion. But before I jump into the content, gotta do the YouTube stuff. I ain't trying to get rich off of this, but I got goals. So I'm trying to get at least 25 subscribers and 100 likes on this video. That's it. I recorded this thing like 25 times just to get it right for you guys. At least we can do that for me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into that thing.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me. You want to know why? Because y'all have willingly chosen a life of blood, sweat, and tears. Like, I know I'm strong, but y'all a different type of strong. Y'all don't want no help from nobody. Like this morning, for instance, I would have preferred a man's help. I was stuck trying to push a 200 gazillion pound box that I received from Amazon from the front of my house to my garage. While I managed to do it, best believe, given the choice, I'll take husband for 200, Alex. I would much rather have a beautiful man who happily helps me with those things that I can cheer on. I would much rather be like, yes, baby, you better build that dresser. You're so strong. Let's test how strong this dresser is after. And then go in the house and chill. Like, that sounds like a dream to me. The independent woman doesn't want none of that. She just wants to prove to herself that she was able to do it. Me? I need to prove all that. For why? I already know I can. But so can my man. Shoot.
So let's be honest. I agree with her for the most part. Modern women today want to live and down the fact that they're strong. They don't need anybody else. Oh, I'm a boss chick. I got a bag. I do it by myself. But in reality, they do want someone to help them. They would love someone to help them. And they keep telling themselves these delusional things so they feel better about the fact that at this point in their life, they don't have anyone else. It is easy for us to say we don't need someone when we don't have someone. Yes, there are people who make that choice after they've gotten someone, but for the most part, if you're alone, it's easy to say I'm doing my own thing by myself. But she lost me completely when she made everything transactional as to why she needs a man. Yes, there are things that men and women do differently, and yes, there are things that we do better than others. However, I don't want to feel like I'm just here to move your box. I'm here to build that dresser. Now, the fun stuff that happens on top of that dresser, that's completely besides the point. But you're basically telling me I am only here because I'm utilitarian to you. What type of relationship does that give us if the only contribution that I have to you is the fact that I can move your boxes or build your dressers? Let's go to the next video.
Guys go, why aren't I getting taken out on a date anymore? I think guys are very cautious nowadays. A lot of times they're used as child support, a free meal, emotional support. But a lot of times when guys finally open up and ask the girl that he really likes, he gets rejected or friend zoned because he's too nice. Guys are hardly treated as human beings anymore. They're treated as bank accounts and sex objects. People act as if that's their only value. So let me tell you what happened to all those dates and flowers and chocolates and gifts. Toxic girls.
Here's another young lady that's hip to the game. The term chivalry is dead and women killed it. It sums up everything that she said. Nice guys are always overlooked until you've been used up and your value has gone down, and that's when we want the nice guy. It's unfortunate that it happens that way, but that's just how society works right now. And guys are starting to be a little bit wiser to it. Also, the freedom that we have in this country for sexual liberation definitely contributes to the fact that we're not going on dates. Why am I going to take you on a date when I can get the same thing from you while I watch you dance around in the restaurant? Or we can have sex without ever going anywhere. Netflix and chill is not just a euphemism that's used by rappers and all that. That is real life. There are people out there willing to just sit on their couch and have sex and never go anywhere with anyone or do anything or have any requirements. Men hold the keys to relationship, women hold the keys to sex. When women are free with sex, men have no incentive to do relationship type things. So of course he's not going to buy you flowers. Of course he's not going to take you on a date. He doesn't have to. You've proven to him that you are willing to give him what he wants without him putting in any effort. Let's keep it going.
So I have a question for all my single mothers out there who are so adamant on being with a guy with no kids. Here's the question. What value can you bring to a guy with no kids that a woman with no kids can't bring to him?
So shout out to all my single mothers out there. By no means do I want to be disrespectful here, but the guy got a point. A guy with no kids dating a single mother seems like a great idea, but how fair is it to that guy? He's taking on the responsibility of another man's seed just to be with you when he has no children of his own. Now, it would be a little bit different and a little bit more reasonable if he already has kids and you guys are building a blended family, but we're talking about a kid who has none. So why are you putting yourself in the same arena with single women? Why do you even think that you're in the same arena with the women without kids? And this is no disparage on the women who have kids and from bad situations or divorce and all that. Yes, you guys are great. You deserve love and all those things. But like you said, what value does taking care of another person's seed hold for him? As a man, our job is to provide, protect, and procreate. Our job is to further our legacy. When we give our seed to a woman, we're furthering the name of our family. We want to prolong our genes. Taking care of another man's genes is considered one of the weakest things that a man can do. Yes, it's honorable, but that's why it's so honorable. That is not the common thing. If you were in the wild and you were a lion, your cubs would be eaten by the other lion because there is no reason for him to take care of your cubs. He wants new cubs of his own. His responsibility is to further his legacy, not the man that you were with before him. Doesn't mean you don't deserve love, but you have to consider that you're competing against people, other women who don't have kids. Where does your value rank in that category with them? Keep it moving.
Women should keep their hands off of men, because if a man do decide to hit a woman who's been hitting him, listen, y'all want equal opportunity and equal pay and equal all that shit, is equal hits too. So keep your hand off your man.
You just said there's never a good reason. Now you saying equal.
I'm saying it's never a good reason. But if it was a reason, it might be because you're being physically harmed.
Oh, what should a guy...
By the way, women have killed men in domestic violence. Okay. Let's not forget this.
Domestic violence is no joke. I grew up in a domestic violence home and watched my dad abuse my mom, so I understand the idea of not putting your hands on a woman for any reason. That makes perfect sense to me. I agree with that wholeheartedly. However, we cannot scream equality and think that we're just going to sit here and abuse somebody. Self-defense and being an abuser is two different things. My sons will not stand there and just allow you to physically assault him. How would it sound if women were told, hey, he wants to hit you, you just make a way to get away from him. Don't hit him back. He's special. You can't hit him back. No. You're allowed to hit and defend yourself. Men are the only creatures out here that are told not to defend themselves in that situation when someone is attacking them. I believe if you're bold enough and strong enough to raise your hand to someone that is physically superior than you based on genetics, then you're bold enough to accept what comes comes with it. The consequences are already agreed upon the minute you choose to raise your hand at that person.
It's a big issue for a lot of women to accept a lot of men for where they are in life. Yeah. Well, especially, this is the issue what women always do. Come be honest with me. Be real. Really? Really? So now he come tell you the truth, and you get in your feelings. Well, shut up if you don't want to know the truth.
Yeah.
That's why I hate people like that. That's why a lot of people lie all the time too.
True.
Why they don't never come out and tell the truth, because you get in your emotions too fast. And if you can contain your emotions, do not ask for something that you're too immature to handle.
True.
Right.
That's why you're not in a relationship. A lot of people do that.
So let's clarify what he's saying. He's not saying run away from tough conversations. He's saying go ahead and be honest, but that person who's asking for that honest needs to be prepared to deal with that honesty. We like to tell people to come and be open and honest with us, but a lot of time we lead with our feelings and end up more hurt than if they never told us at all. We filter their process and what they are thinking and what they are experiencing through our feelings, and then we determine how we're going to react to it. And in most cases, we end up reacting to it in a negative way, which diminishes the value of that person's feelings. And this is, like he said, this is a woman thing, but it happens in men too. There are times, even myself, I find where I filtered through the feelings and emotions of the person speaking with me and made it personal to me. Now, how I react to it may not be as volatile as many, but in many times, that person who's listening ends up turning the conversation into something about them and something about how it hurt them, while you're sitting there expressing to them exactly what you mean and what you're feeling. This happens to people a lot of times, but it happens to men more often, and that's why there's no reason for them to even say anything. Why even bring up how you feel if no one really wants to hear it, and your feelings are taken and filtered against theirs to make them to be the victim still in the situation? It can't be that way. It's unfortunate that that's why so many people in these communities end up committing suicide, because the people they're talking to filter their feelings through them. So you don't have an opportunity to actually get those feelings on the table and express yourself in a meaningful way and have someone receive those feelings and move forward. One of the most unfortunate things in the world. I hate that it's that way, but hey, it's happened to me. It probably happened to you, and probably will continue to happen. Let's keep it going.
I just want to know, where are all those go sleep on the couch husbands when they get in trouble with their wife? Because, see, I don't have one of those. See, right now we in a hotel, but when we were in an apartment, I tried to pull that, I ain't fucking with you right now. Get that blanket and that pillow and get your ass on the motherfucking couch. He looked at me and was like, bitch, I'm almost 50 years old. I wish the fuck I would go sleep on that goddamn couch and have my back fucked up in the morning. And I paid for this bed. If you don't fucking like me, you get a blanket and a pillow and get your ass to the couch. I don't know what I was supposed to say after that. I just turned over mad. But anyway, I just want to know where the fuck them husbands at, because I don't got one of them.
Man, she a fool for that one, because, hey, he right. I'd be damn if I sleep on that couch. If I sleep on the couch, it's because I wanted to sleep on that couch. Ain't nobody finna make me get out of my bed because you fucking angry. I got a king size bed, you roll your ass over on the other side. And we don't gotta bump into each other. That's the perks of having a king size bed. You can stay your butt over there, I can stay my butt over here. But again, I ain't no reason for me to go sleep on the couch. If you mad, you can leave. You're an adult. You should not expect somebody to capitulate because you mad. Heck, go get on the couch, get your blanket, go sleep on the couch. I promise you I won't come bother you. I promise you I enjoy that cold side of the bed in the middle of the night when it's a little warm on my side. Hey, the other side of the bed is cool as a fan. I roll right on over there and go to sleep. But expecting someone to just give up their bed because you're upset? No, that is one of the most entitled things in the whole wide world. TV perpetuated a narrative that doesn't really exist and shouldn't exist. No one should be forced to get out of their comfort area because someone else disapproves of them being there in their own house, especially if you're paying the bills. Ain't nobody kicking me out of nowhere if I'm paying the bills.
I'm going to tell y'all something right now, and don't you forget it. When dealing with modern women in the dating scene, understand this reality of the times that we live in. If you don't ask, they will not tell you. I'm going to say that again. If you don't ask, yes, you, if you don't ask, they will not tell you. They will come up here in your face married. They will come up here in your face with 3 kids by 2 different men acting like it's not a problem. And it is. If you don't ask, they will not tell you. Understand that and don't you forget it.
So I get where he's coming from, and I'm going to apply that to both men and women. Both sexes are trying to put forth the best version of themselves. Ain't nobody going out here just putting out all their flaws on the table up front. Why would I do that? It's like going into the store and they're telling you, well, this washer is going to break down in 6 months if you buy it, but we want to sell it to you at full price anyway. No, we're out here trying to sell ourselves and get the best opportunity possible. So of course, we're not going to tell you the whole truth unless you ask for it. And even then, there are a lot of people who still won't tell you then. You just have to wait and find out when they baby mama show up or they baby daddy show up, or you pull up at the house and they wife come outside or their husband come outside, or you getting chased, somebody weird answer the phone, whatever it may be. But ain't nobody trying to give you the truth, because the truth in the dating world right now is overrated. Everything about it is a lie. Everything that you see about each other is a lie. Everything that you hear, everything is a lie. Because we are creating this fantasy in the social media world and over the phones whenever we meet on all these dating apps. We're creating this fantasy world that says, look at me, I am great and unflawed. You would be honored and I am a prize if you get me. In actuality, we all crusty towels up under the bed. Like, everybody has their flaws, but we hide them so much that we can't really have real conversations because we are afraid that if people actually saw who we were underneath, they wouldn't like us. If I took off everything that I put on to make this video pretty, you won't like me. So, if everybody's lying, it's going to be definitely hard for someone to have a meaningful relationship. That concludes the video today. I appreciate you guys staying with me for this whole time. Go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 25 subscriptions, 100 likes on this video. If we can meet that goal, like I said, I'll upload another one within a week. Till next time, peace.